Hello and welcome to OSBT Standard Procedure 26, Fall Protection Safety Training. Fall protection. The purpose of this fall protection program is to establish guidelines to protect all employees engaged in outdoor or indoor work activities that expose them to potential falls from elevations. Two types of falls. Fall at same level. When you fall the surface you are walking or standing on, or fall into or against objects, or above the surface. Fall to lower level. When you fall to a level below the one in which you are walking, working, or standing on. Examples: stair steps, ladders, platforms, loading docks, equipment, etc. OSHA requirements: stairways. Flights of stairs with 4 or more risers must have standard stair railings or handrails. Stairways with more than 4 risers or less than 44 inches wide must be equipped with standard stair railing handles as follows. Must have at least one handrail, preferably right side descending or both sides enclosed. Must have at least one stair rail on one open side. Must have at least one stair railing on each side if both sides are open. Stairways must have 4 or more risers with more than 44 inches wide but less than 88 inches wide. Must have one handrail on each enclosed side, one stair railing on each open side. OSHA requirements: wall openings. Opening at least 30 inches in height and 18 inches wide, in a wall or partition through which a person may fall. Wall openings from which there is a drop of more than 4 feet must be guarded. OSHA requirements: fixed ladders. Permanently attached to the structure, building, or equipment. Cages or wells required if longer than 20 feet to a maximum unbroken length of 30 feet. Ladder safety devices may be used on tower, water, tank, or chimney ladders over 20 feet in unbroken length instead of cage protection. OSHA requirements: portable ladder. Ladders used to gain access to a roof or other area must extend at least 3 feet above the point of support. Withdraw defective ladders from service and tag or mark dangerous, do not use. Never use ladders in a horizontal position as scaffolds or work platforms. Never use metal ladders near electrical equipment. Safety net systems protect me. Safety net systems catch the employee if he or she does fall. The safety nets must be strong enough to support a falling employee, must have significantly small mesh so the employee cannot fall through the net, must be close enough to the surface of the walking or working surface so that if they fall into the safety net, they will not be injured, never more than 30 feet below the working level. Must be close enough to the edge of the working surface, the outer edge of the net, 8 to 13 feet from the edge of the walking working surface, depending on the distance of the walking working surface, so that the employee will not slip past the net. Human factors increase the risk of falls. Physical condition: eyesight, visual perception, age, physical state fatigue, stress, illness, medications, alcohol, drug effects. Human factors increase the risk of falls. Distractions such as using a cell phone, talking and not watching where you're going, taking shortcuts, not using walkways or designated cleared paths, being in a hurry, rushing around. Allowing clutter to accumulate, not maintaining clean, dry floors, using improper cleaning methods, not using signage when slip or trip hazards exist. Falls are preventable if you have a plan. Planning process should include the following elements. Evaluate the worksite, identify fall hazards, identify who is exposed to fall hazards, evaluate the process to be done and the needs to complete the task, identify what method of fall protection will be used for each hazard identified, educate and train the workers. Falls are preventable, an 8-step approach to fall protection. 1. Determine the work surfaces are structured safely. 2. Conduct a fall hazard assessment. 3. Eliminate the need for fall protection if possible. 4. Select the appropriate type of fall protection system. 5. Develop rescue retrieval procedures. 6. Develop an equipment inspection, maintenance, and shortage program. 7. Provide a fall protection training. And 8. Monitor the fall protection program. Step 1. Structural safety at the work surface. Does the walking/working surface have the strength, structural integrity to support all employees and their equipment, particularly important with older buildings, buildings with wooden roofs, demolition activities? Employees must not enter a surface until management determines that the surface is safe. Step 2. Conduct fall hazard analysis. Determine which specific jobs impose employees to fall hazards. Type the frequency of the work performed. If workers require horizontal or vertical movement. The type of working surface. The distance to lower levels. If the edge of the building or working surface is protected by a guardrail system or a parapet wall, is it adequate? If employees could be exposed to other types of health and or safety hazards, can it affect selection of the use of fall protection systems? Three, eliminate the need for fall protection. Redesign the process or job task. Work at low heights. Use equipment that prevents fall hazards. Use the tool extensions and work above ground level. Lower equipment and tools to ground level. Use appropriate aerial lifts. Design buildings and other walking/working surfaces to eliminate reduced exposure. Step 4. Select appropriate prevention system. Two major categories of fall prevention systems. Passive systems are designed to provide protection without any action by the employee. Guardrails, nets, covers, aerial lifts. Activate systems so that they are connected or otherwise activated by employees. Personal fall arrest systems, personal fall restraint systems, work positioning. Active positioning device systems must prevent a free fall for more than 2 feet, must be secured to an anchorage capable of supporting at least twice the potential impact load of a fall or 3,000 pounds. Snap hook, connectors, or connecting components must be in accordance with OSHA requirements. Active Personal Fall Arrest System, PFAS, reduces injury sustained in the fall by reducing the distance of the fall and absorbing the arresting forces. Must limit to a maximum arresting force on an employee to 1,800 pounds. Must be rigged such that the employee cannot fall for more than 6 feet, not contact lower level. Limit deceleration distance to 3.5 feet. Anchorages used the attachment must be 5,000 pounds per employee attached. A rescue system must be put in place so that it provides prompt rescue of employees in the event of a fall. The ABCs of fall arrest systems. Anchorage points. The secure point of the attachment for lifelines, lanyards, deceleration, devices of self-retraining lanyards must be capable of supporting a 5,000 pound for each worker. Full body harness. Distributes the impact of the fall to a larger area, reducing the potential for damage to the body. Maximum of 1,800 pounds of maximum arresting force allowed. Connector means a device which is used to connect parts of the PFAS in positioning devices together, connecting to the lanyards, snap hooks, carabiners, D-rings, lifelines, and deceleration devices. Personal fall arrest system. What will my personal fall arrest system do to protect me? A personal fall arrest system places employees in a body harness that is fastened to secure to the anchorage that he or she cannot fall. Body belts are not acceptable as personal fall arrest systems. A few key requirements. There should be no free fall for more than 6 feet. There should be no prompt rescue after the fall. PFAS must be inspected prior to each use. PFASs may not be used until they are inspected by a competent person. PFAS harness. Harness systems consist of either nylon or polyester, and the best system will encompass the entire body. A full body harness will evenly distribute weight across the waist, pelvis, and thighs. A full body harness must be properly sized for each employee designed to wear it. One size does not fit all. Recreational climbing harnesses are not allowed. Personal fall arrest systems. Safety belts are not allowed for fall protection. If you fall, the high force of the fall concentrated at your waist rather than 6 points of a full body harness. Other safety equipment hazards. Wearing proper shoes. Footwear must fit snugly and comfortably. Wear slip-resistant shoes, boots with good tread. Keep your footwear clean and in good condition at all times. Inspect regularly for any damage, repair or replace worn or defective footwear. Replace shoes and soles before soles become worn smooth. Step 5. Rescue Retrieval Plan. Rescue plan must provide for a prompt rescue in case of the fall. Plans to include: rescuers must be trained rescue techniques and practice rescue attempts. Equipment is readily available. Communication plan with other contractors on site. Communication plan with outside services if available. Step 5. Rescue Retrieval Plan. Rescue plan components. Type of fall that may occur. Height of a potential fall victim location. What work surface the victim may fall from. In-house rescue and training. Potentially an injury during a fall or catch. Access to the fall victim. Estimated time to rescue response. Type of rescue access available. How equipment utilized with effective catch. How far the fall below the victim may end. Capability of local rescue systems. Rescue Retrieval Plan. How long do you have? Uninjured volunteers felt dizzy in at least 3 minutes, typically 5 to 20 minutes. Loss of consciousness in a little as 5 minutes, typically 5 to 30 minutes. It is difficult to put a timeline on the process. However, from research it is clear that death is potential and more rapid with existing injuries, but it can happen to anyone. Anyone immobilized in the upright position is in immediate danger. Equipment Inspection Plan. As fall protection equipment includes harnesses, lanyards, and other connectors, it must be visually inspected before each use. Inspect for cuts, tears, rips, snags, punctures, abrasions, mold or stretching, distorted hooks or faulty hook springs, cracked or broken or deformed D-ring, carabiners, grommets, and snap hooks, color fading possibly indicating UV exposure. Defective equipment must be immediately taken out of service and tagged, marked, and unusable or destroyed. Clean the equipment of dirt, corrosives, or other contaminants. Storage areas should be clean and free, dry from exposure to fumes or corrosive elements. Step 7. Employee training. Training must be provided whenever employees are assigned to work where fall hazards exist. responsibilities changed or new methods are used, there is a new fall hazard, the fall protection program is inadequate, additional training is necessary, employees have not required or attained adequate understanding. Monitor program effectiveness. Conduct periodic inspections to ensure that employees are properly using fall protection. Take immediate corrective action, including the use of disciplinary action if plans are not followed. Conduct a formal and annual audit in the entire fall protection program. Document and communicate the results to audit to everyone. Compare the results with previous audits. Conduct periodic inspections of equipment storage areas. Require employees to notify their supervisor if they are involved in any fall incident or accident. Promptly and thoroughly investigate the document. Hold managers and supervisors accountable for their crew. Monitor program effectiveness. 2 key persons. A competent person. One who is capable of identifying existing and predictable hazards in their surroundings or working conditions which are unsanitary, hazardous, or dangerous to employees, and who have the authorization to take prompt corrective measures to eliminate them. A qualified person. One who, by possession of recognized degree, certificate, or professional standing, or who by extensive knowledge, training, and experience has successfully demonstrated his or her ability to resolve problems related to the subject matter. Falling properly. Roll with the fall, don't reach out. Let your body crumble and roll. Bend your elbows and knees and then use your legs and arms to absorb the fall. Get medical attention after a fall to treat anything torn, sprained, or broken. This is the end of fall protection. In order to take the quiz, please follow the link below.